Make sure you guys are asking questions today. I'm going to be talking lots here. So, I'm going to start this off with talking a little bit about what's going on with this bacon kick I'm doing. I was getting a lot of questions about calories and people I don't think understand why basically when you cut carbohydrates, you keep your body in fat burning mode 20 times longer. And when you eat a very high fat diet, and you're fasting, you can get away with a lot more fucking calories and actually not gain any weight, especially when you're fasting. So I made a YouTube tonight, but I'm going to go over kind of what I talked about on the YouTube. So it was day 4 of my bacon dry fast challenge. So what I've been doing is I dry fast approximately 22 hours a day. So no food, no water for 22 hours. And then I've been eating 1.5 packs of bacon. So it's about 3,200 calories worth of bacon. And I eat everything in the pack. So like the grease and everything, it goes, like I eat it all. Okay? And that's about 3,200 calories. And then the cucumbers, I've been hitting about 2 kilos worth. And that's around 300 calories. So it's interesting what happened today. So here's the thing. I'm going to bash the fuck out of the mainstream ketogenic diet cult right now. So all these fucking keto people, there's people in my group that are getting booted off of keto sites because they're talking about fasting. The fact of the matter is, your mainstream ketogenic diet protocol is fucking flawed. The reason it is because the main thing that these people still are not doing is fasting. So it's still not a natural way of life. Because the big argument is, okay, like we ate like say high fat or whatever like thousands of years ago, and that's like the argument, right? But that doesn't even matter. Macros come second to fasting. So a mainstream ketogenic diet protocol is basically this. You eat all day still, okay, so there's no fucking fasting. And the carb count, they say, is between 20 and 50 grams of net carbs. So 50 is fucking high. Most people that are eating keto all day long are not going to stay in ketosis eating 50. They're going to have to eat closer to the 20 mark. And now that being said, here is the biggest fucking problem with a ketogenic diet. Mainstream with no fasting. So I'm talking no fasting here. The biggest problem is constipation. Okay? Fucking constipation is the biggest issue because it is almost impossible to get enough fucking vegetables in without going over your carb count. I got a question here, I think. Let's see. I got a question I'll answer quick and I'll get back on that. Is it okay to dry fast if you work in a hot ass environment? Don't fucking worry about dry fasting if you work in a hot ass environment. Okay? Dry fasting's more for health. Now I dry fast every day and I'm eating most nights right now. But to have like say a routine where you're eating every 48 hours, don't make a dry fasting routine out of that where you're dry fasting for fucking like 40 plus hours every 2 days. Okay, that's not what it's about. Okay, so just if you're working and it's hot and you're sweating like a pig, drink fucking snake juice. The most optimal way to burn body fat is going to be drinking the snake juice because you can be more active drinking snake juice versus dry fasting. Dry fasting, you're going to be a bag of shit. Drinking snake juice, you can get away and still be active and not eat for days on end. Okay? So, I might have another one here. Okay, so back to what I was talking about. So these mainstream, this ketogenic diet, this whole fucking thing is just this massive fucking, like, this craze. Like, they're selling all this shit that's keto friendly. Like, you got fucking bulletproof coffee, which is fucking stupid. Like, why would you fucking take in more fat? Like, bulletproof coffee, you don't know what it is. It's basically coffee with fucking coconut oil in it, MCT oil. Why would you want more fucking calories when you can just fast and get your body make its own fucking ketones? And then you got like your exogenous ketones. So that's for these lazy asses that basically don't want to fast, but they want that little high from being in ketosis. So then you take these exogenous ketones and you get that little euphoria effect. Just fucking fast. You can get, your body will make the goddamn ketones itself. Fuck. Like anything to do with this ketogenic diet craze is a fucking ripoff. Okay? Fasting is the true ketogenic fucking diet. Fasting is the true, let me repeat that. Fasting is the fucking true form of a ketogenic diet when the carbs are down low enough. Now we're going to hit that point. So the mainstream protocol with a fucking ketogenic diet is basically as low a carb as you can go. Because you're going to fucking, and people are always worrying, fucking I'm going to kick myself out. I'm going to fucking kick myself out. So newsflash for all you ketogenic diet people that don't want to fucking fast and that are booting people out of your fucking stupid little groups for bringing up fasting. You can get away with like 3 times as many fucking carbs when you fucking fast. So here's my example. If you watch my YouTube video, subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel, by the way. Because I talk about all this shit. So, in this bacon I've been eating, there's about just under 30 fucking grams of carbs. Net carbs. Okay, a net carb is basically your total carbs minus your fiber. Fiber doesn't count. So I've got under 30 grams in the bacon I've been eating every day. And the cucumbers, I'm at 3.1 grams per 100 fucking grams of cucumber. Times 2,000 grams, that's 60 fucking grams of carbs. So tonight, my meal tonight, I'm going to be eating about 2,200 grams of cucumbers and 750 grams of bacon. And I'm going to be close to 100 fucking grams of net carb. And I will guarantee you, I will go take a piss tomorrow morning and I will still be in fucking ketosis. I will still be in fucking ketosis tomorrow afternoon. And you cannot get this kind of fucking result on a mainstream keto diet, ketogenic fucking eating routine without fasting protocol involved. You cannot get this fucking result. It drives me up the wall. These keto people are fucking like these cult leaders that don't want to hear about fasting. See, like, I'm not against anything. I'll try everything, and I fucking prove it. Like, even some of these people in these groups, like, they just don't want to hear the truth. They're so fucking brainwashed. Like, for example, I still got to do an experiment on this. So, the one group has this thing with juice cleansing, okay? So, it's basically a dry fasting protocol, which is cool. It's a dry fasting protocol. But you basically use grape juice, a bunch of herbs, and lemon juice to cleanse your body. Now, the part where these people are pounding back this grape juice, you know, they're drinking like 1 liter or 2 liters in as tight a window as they can do it. Basically, they're getting like shit coming out of their ass, like these mucoid plaque chunks, which is good. Like, obviously, that's built up crap in your intestines. But the other part is this fucking kidney filtration craze. It's like a craze, this kidney filtration. So, basically, when you drink all this fucking juice, now I have to fucking test this. I haven't yet, but I know that right now, if I went and ate like a bunch of fucking watermelon and fruit, I will guarantee I'll piss cloudy tomorrow. Now, they're talking like this cloudiness in the urine is like toxins and shit, and your kidneys are filtering. Yeah, it's like your kidneys are filtering, okay? But I know for a fucking fact that amount of fucking sugar, when you're drinking grape juice, like for say a 4-hour window, and you're drinking like 1.5 liters of goddamn grape juice, your body is gonna not be able to absorb that much fructose. So it's gonna use it's basically its last resort. It's last line of defense, you could say, to get rid of this fucking sugar out of the bloodstream. So if I went and drank 1 liter of grape juice right now, I'm going to have this massive amount of sugar in my system. So it's got to go 2 places. It's got to get out of my fucking blood. It can't stay in the blood. So it's either got to go into your liver as fucking glycogen, and your liver can only hold about 100 grams of fucking glycogen, and the fructose can't be stored as muscle glycogen, only fucking liver glycogen. And so then you got whatever's leftovers in your bloodstream. Okay? So the last line of defense is always going to be your urine. Okay? So if you got a bunch of blood sugar in your bloodstream and you have this massive hit of sugar, you're going to be pissing out fucking basically sugar. Basically like fruit, like it's going to be fucking essentially fucking sugar. Glucose, fructose. Okay? So that's another thing that I got off topic there. The whole point was I made a post on this one group and I mentioned how has anybody tested this fucking distillate, because people are pissing in a jar and they get this distillate of this white fucking basically this cloudy distillate. And I've had this tons. Always after I eat a pile of fruit. Okay? And they're like excited. They're like, oh, you're filtering, your kidneys are filtering, they're opening up. It's fucking sugar. Okay, I just need to prove it with some goddamn test and I gotta find something. So what I'm saying is like, it's not like, when I was on the group, I wrote a long post about, has anybody checked this and seen if it's actually just fucking sugar and not toxins or anything? And I basically got booted out of the fucking group by the one moderator because they don't even want to hear that. They don't even want to hear it. They're just like, oh, it's fucking toxins. Fuck. They don't want to even hear that it could possibly be fucking sugar that you're pissing out like crazy. This is exactly why diabetics end up with kidney disease. Because your blood sugar's sky high all the time, okay? Because your fucking liver's insulin resistant, so you can't take up the sugar. You're still eating like shit. Blood sugar's sky high. What do you think happens? Your body's got to get the fucking sugar out of your blood. That's where it goes through your goddamn kidneys. And that's why diabetics drink so much fucking water. That's why most of you are over drinking on water, because most of you are actually fucking, it's like, there's no such thing as like just being straight up diabetic, and it's like a fucking trend. But there's so many people that your liver's already getting resistant. You might not be a quote unquote fucking, fucking like clinic diabetic yet, but you're still fucking over drinking water because you're pounding back so many carbs your body can't even keep up. Okay, so that's why diabetics get kidney disease. It's fucking this easy. Constant high blood sugar. Fucking the kidneys gotta filter that out and filter it out and fucking filter it out. Destroys your goddamn kidneys. It's that fucking simple. Cut the goddamn sugar. Now some of these people on this dry fasting site with the cleanse, they get away with it a little bit more because they're dry fasting like 20 hours a fucking day. So when you're dry fasting that long, the dry fasting's so powerful that you can get away with drinking fucking 200 grams of fucking fructose in the day and not get the fucking nasty ass fucking consequence in the health. Okay? Yeah, I'm having a good day. I'm just gonna go back and check here. You're right on a lot of keto sites that are talking about snacking all day. See? They aren't getting any weight loss. So stupid. A small eating window of fasting. See? Now, low carb. That's why I hate using the word keto. The true, like I said, the true fucking version. Fasting is keto. Fasting's how you fucking, that's a natural way to eat. Okay? It's not natural to eat fucking a ketogenic diet all day where you're eating crazy amounts of fat, low protein, which is fine, but low carb? Fuck, have fun. Have fun when you're fucking plugged up for fucking days on end. Like, that's exactly how you end up getting hemorrhoids. Okay, it's fucking stupid. When all you can do is have to fast and you can double up your carb count. It's that fucking, oh my god, I get fucking mad at that shit. So what I'm saying is fucking practicing a mainstream keto routine is fucking stupid. When you can fast and get way better results. It's that. So right now I'm eating the bacon and the cucumbers. I don't have any constipation issues because I'm eating 2 kilos of goddamn cucumbers a day. Okay, I'm eating 2 kilos of cucumbers. There's no problems there. And I'm eating a pack and a half of bacon. Like, it's insane. I drink the fucking bacon grease. I'll have to do that on one of my next videos. I'll show people that actually drink the bacon grease. So now let's talk a bit about how I feel. So I still feel fucking strong, actually. I went to the gym today. I did some bench press a little bit. Did some doubles with 275 pauses. I actually did 10 sets of doubles with 275 full pause, and I'm weighing in right now at about 173 pounds. So that's pretty good. So right now, my body weight is dropping like a fucking rock still. another guy brought up there, we were fucking getting in a bit of a debate on my group yesterday about fucking calories. Another thing I'm going to talk about here. So right now I'm eating 3,500 calories about. I know my body's so good that I know for a fucking fact if I started cranking up the carbs to like say 200 grams a day, maybe even a little bit more, and I still eat the same calorie count, I will gain fucking body fat like crazy. I won't just gain the water from the glycogen. I will start gaining fucking fat. And the reason this happens is this. So let's talk about this keto diet and talk about fasting a little bit with respect to your hormones. So what fasting does, the most important thing that fasting does is it basically completely eliminates fucking high insulin. Now, as soon as your insulin's nice and low, your body can actually burn fucking body fat, okay? No matter who you are, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're lean and you're eating a fairly high carb diet, you could be leaner if you're fucking fasting on a low carb diet. Simple as that. If you think you're lean eating carbs, as soon as you fucking cut those carbs back and start fasting, you'll fucking see better results yet. But there's a trade-off. You definitely do not have the explosiveness when you are in ketosis all the time versus having some carbohydrate, okay? Now, that being said, if you fucking fast like I am, I can get away with staying in ketosis and eating way more carbohydrate. Because the way I'm eating right now, I'm solving both problems. I'm basically keeping my liver glycogen at a minimum. Well, I'm eating 90 grams of fucking carbs a day and I'm still in ketosis, so my liver glycogen's obviously fairly high. But you gotta understand that your liver is going to be one of the deciding factors. How much glycogen's in your liver is going to be one of the deciding factors on whether you're in ketosis or not. So let's say your liver holds 100. Let's say your insulin's low. Let's say your insulin's nice and low. And then let's say your liver is full of glycogen. So let's say it holds about 100 grams. Well, the more glycogen that your liver's got in it, basically, you're not going to be in fucking ketosis. Okay? Ketosis doesn't just happen like this. It's not just on or off. It's kind of like a fucking constant. It varies based on how much liver glycogen you have and based on where your fucking insulin is. Okay? So low insulin will let you burn body fat to the most optimal extent. Okay? Now, people that are burning body fat and their insulin is always somewhat high because they're eating 20 million fucking meals a day, they are never going to burn body fat as optimally as somebody that's fucking fasting. So let's use an example. Let's say that I was fasting like long periods of time eating carbs. Okay? The one thing is, there's no doubt that eating the carbs, if I eat enough carbs, it's going to kick me out of ketosis. But the thing is, after your metabolism is so ramped up and you're so insulin sensitive that your body is going to be back in fucking ketosis in like 12 hours. Okay? Your body's going to be back in ketosis in like 12 fucking hours. Just because the strips don't show any color doesn't mean you're not in ketosis. That just means they're in excess and you're pissing out the excess ketones. Okay? So there's just so many variables here, but the main thing is fasting will solve the problem with the high fucking insulin. The high insulin will completely fuck your ability to burn body fat. That is huge. The only time people that don't fast are optimally burning body fat is if they actually are on a real low carb keto routine or at the last 2 hours of their sleep in the night. Okay, that's when they're burning it. So that's why people that don't follow a fasting focused regimen and they eat lots of carbs, that's why they gotta be so fucking strict on their calorie intake. Because if they're not, they'll get fat. And now the problem is they gotta be so strict because if you go too low on your calories when you're eating multiple meals a day, you're gonna become massively catabolic. So that's the other trade-off. And that's proven when you see bikini competitors basically cutting on a fucking chicken and rice goddamn diet and they lose all their goddamn muscle. And this is why they're all on drugs. This is why everybody's on goddamn drugs. Because they can't fucking stay lean all year round unless they're taking shit or... Now, like I say, if you're counting calories to a T, eating high carb diet, if you find your sweet spot and you're very active, the volume's got to be there in the gym, or I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're not doing any hardcore activity and you're eating multiple meals a day at a high carb, you are going to get fat unless you watch your calories to a T, and if you're not getting fat, you're not getting strong. That's the fucking problem. I've done this. I've ate 2,700 calories for fucking weeks on end. Chicken, breasts, of course, rice, and like fucking some oatmeal and shit. And I was eating 2,700, dropped down to 180 from about 190. Strength was falling off already, and I only lost 10 fucking pounds. Okay? That's another thing. If you don't fast, your growth hormone isn't getting cranked up. All the other benefits from fasting just are non-existent when you're eating all fucking day. And this is the thing, you can't trust the internet. Everybody on the internet's on something. You can't trust it. You fucking basically can't trust anything post 1950. Everyone's on gear. Everyone's on fat cutters because their diet fucking blows. Okay, it's that simple. The only thing that fucking works every time for every single person is fucking fasting. And you know how you know this? If your diet does not reverse type 2 diabetes, it is not a natural way for a human being to eat. The only way you can reverse type 2 diabetes, you could actually reverse it with more carbs and a lot of fasting, but that'll be a slower process because every time you eat, you'll have to take a med because of the blood sugar spike. So the fastest way to reverse type 2 diabetes is going to be crazy amounts of fasting, super low carb. Second fastest way is going to be crazy amounts of fasting, and if you're eating carbs, but you have to fast a lot. You have to fast enough to get your insulin down to give your liver a rest. Okay? The worst way to try to beat diabetes is going to be eating fucking multiple meals a day, high carb. That's how you know the diet isn't natural. Because if it doesn't reverse type 2 diabetes, because type 2 diabetes is not natural, if your fucking diet doesn't reverse it, then your diet is not a natural way for a human being to eat. That's why I hate arguing with these fucking people about fucking high carb diets. High fucking carb diets, like I said again, the only way you can fucking stay fit on a high carb routine is if you're literally counting your calories to a T so you don't lose too much weight, because then you'll start getting weak, and you obviously don't want to gain weight, so you got to count them to a fucking T, but you also have to be super active in the gym. You'll never be as good of a version of yourself if you're not fucking fasting and you're eating 6 meals a day high carb. You can't get, like for me, to get down to 165 pounds eating fucking high carb and still staying strong is basically impossible. It's fucking impossible. Okay, this guy. Here, I got on a rant there. I just gotta read these questions. Okay, so the main thing is I self-experiment to the extreme. And I'm not an alien. I'm the same as most of you guys, right? So these experiments I do show me the truth. No, if you haven't done the fucking experiments, your opinion means nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, like lots of people will bring up some big names on YouTube. It's like, oh, this guy's fucking lean, or this guy's lean, and he eats high carb. Well, have they actually tried fucking fasting, like even close to as hardcore as me? Probably not. I bet you they have not, because you would hear about it right away. Because I'm crazy for doing what I do. These guys, these mainstream fuckers, God forbid they even attempted the shit I do, because half of their following would fucking start hating on them. They don't have the balls to even try it for that reason, let alone the fucking fear of actually trying it. They don't even have the balls to try some of the fucking experiments I try because of their fucking fear of judgment. Because a lot of their fucking followers will fucking kick them to the curb. Like, could you imagine, like, Freely the Banana Girl? Could you imagine her actually trying my bacon diet? Like, this woman is a fucking vegan, fucking fruitarian. Could you imagine her actually trying my fucking bacon cucumber goddamn diet and actually having a real fucking opinion about it? Fuck, if she fucking did that and she actually seen good results, she'd have to lie. You know why? Because you'd go broke. Because all her fucking followers that are all anti-meat-eating crybabies would fucking leave her goddamn YouTube channel. See, so there's that. So like, you can't care about judgment. It's always a fear of fucking judgment. And like, so then you got vegan gains. Vegan fucking gains. This guy's an idiot. I seen this guy actually cut down fucking almond raw. Like this fucking doctor, this guy lives in the goddamn jungle, fasts like crazy, and this guy's a fucking world record holding power lifter, and this guy's a fucking goddamn genius. You ever hear the guy talk? He's got like this guy's smart, and you got this vegan gains idiot who's cutting him down, saying that he's a fraud. Are you fucking out of your goddamn mind? Like guys like that Dr. Almond Ra, this guy is like fucking a goddamn borderline genius. And he tries everything. He's like a jungle man. Like he makes vegan gains look like a goddamn joke. Like, that's what it comes down to. These people won't try this shit. Their opinion doesn't mean anything. I don't care who the fuck they are. All as they do is they try to dig so much into the current science to try to rationalize their fucking bullshit. Like if they're eating 6 meals a day, like the one guy, he's probably on here watching tonight. So he brought up, so here's what I said. I said that basically, if you don't there's no way you can stay lean all year round if you're an average person. Let's talk a sedentary person that doesn't do anything. There's no fucking way you can stay lean all year round, eating carbs, eating multiple meals a day, without fucking supplementation. Okay? And then this guy's like, oh, he obviously didn't read my fucking post, because he's like, oh, here's 2 guys that are lean all year round and they eat carbs, they eat multiple meals a day. Well, obviously, and then I went and the one guy was Lane Norton. This guy owns a supplement company, for fuck's sakes. Like, so his word's kind of the shits. And you got to remember to the people I'm catering to. These people don't want to blow money on supplements. You guys don't want to blow money on supplements. You don't want to blow money. Like, that's expensive. I'm showing you something that's free. Who the fuck wants to go blow fucking $300 a goddamn fucking week or month or whatever on supplements? I'd get into more on this with a guy I coach, but I can't because it'll bite me in the fucking ass because we're in a contest right now and he's supposed to be catering to a fucking supplement company, and I had him off the supplements and he was taking a pile of supplements for the first 2 months that he's in this competition, and then I got him off all the supplements, fucking cut 30 pounds off in 1 month. Problem is though, it's a supplement company putting on the contest. So you gotta fucking play that game if you want to have a chance at fucking winning the money. Right? Like, this is the thing. Well, fasting works so goddamn good, and I motivate people so fucking hard. There's nothing out there that'll get the results I get. There's nothing out there that's gonna get the results I get, because fasting is the best fucking way to lose fucking body fat. Simple as that. I don't even care what the fuck your macro routine is. I don't give a fuck if you eat only rice. I don't care if you eat only rice. If you're not fasting, your fucking eating habits are shit. I don't give a fuck what your macros are. Whatever you're eating for macros, if you add fasting to the equation, you will get a better fucking result. I don't fucking care if you're eating 400 grams of carbs a day, fucking 200 grams of protein, and fucking whatever fat. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're eating in the day, if you add fasting to the equation, you will get a better fucking result. That is one for sure fact. That if you're arguing that, you're a fucking idiot. And then, obviously, you start fucking around with the macros based on your goal. If you're some world-class fucking Olympic athlete that needs to like run the 100-meter, you're going to need some carbohydrate. You're not going to be as explosive eating ketogenic, or I don't even like saying ketogenic anymore. Low carb. Okay, when I say ketogenic, that has a tag along with it where you can't go over 20 grams of goddamn carbs. But if you're fasting, you can easily go over 20 grams of carbs and still be in ketosis. Now, if you're an endurance athlete, it's different. Okay, you can run distance like crazy and not hit the wall if you're fucking fat adapted and eating like basically a low carb routine with fasting. Here, I think there's something here. Our bodies now are practically sedentary. We weren't designed to sit on the couch at all day. Yeah. sit in a chair, exactly. If you dumb things down, if you dumb stuff down and see what works the best for the most extreme case, that's going to work the best as far as fat loss for everybody. So if you take the person that is sitting on their ass that weighs fucking 700 pounds. Let's talk about somebody that weighs 700 fucking pounds. And we had a bunch of diet coaches come into the house and give their ideas on what they should do with this guy. So you'll have your 6 meal a day carb guy. And that guy's going to get, basically, you got to put him on a caloric deficit. So whenever he starts losing weight, you know that you're at a caloric deficit on your 6 meal a day bullshit carb diet. Now, the problem is with that, when you're at a caloric deficit eating 6 meals a fucking day, you will become catabolic. Okay? And we see this all the time with fucking women that practice Weight Watchers. That's why they blow up like a fucking balloon, because they become catabolic, and then their metabolism gets fucked up, and then they blow up as soon as they fucking start going over on the calorie count again. That's why they gotta always be watching the stupid points bullshit. Then you got the other guy come in there. You got the keto guy come in. Okay, now you got the keto guy talking to the 700-pound fat guy, okay? So they get him on a caloric deficit with the keto diet. Okay? So now they're going low protein, because we know protein spikes the fuck out of your insulin as well. So the keto diet's going to be a better option for sure for the weight loss. Problem is, they got to stay under their stupid carb count. And you got somebody that's completely sedentary. So his carb count's going to have to be crazy lower. It'll kick him out of fat burning mode or ketosis. So then, you got the 700-pound fat guy getting fucking constipated. And that's real good. Especially when he can't even get off the couch to walk to the bathroom to take a shit. Okay? And then now you got the fucking fruitarian fucking vegan gains fucking, or more like Freely the Banana Girl come in there. So they don't fast, so the same problem's going to happen with the metabolism and being catabolic. And not to mention the high fruit's going to fucking spike the goddamn triglyceride levels in your blood through the fucking roof. There's a girl that was on the fucking Freely the Banana fucking dummy program. And it's just fucking stupid. And this girl, she knew her blood fucking tests were going to shit. Okay? Her blood tests were going to shit. She knew it. But she fucking was scared to leave the cult. Because she fucking developed some relationships. But finally her blood test got so bad where her triglyceride levels were so fucking high. That's your actual blood fats that you gotta worry about. That it was like there's literally like a fucking tinge of fat on the top of her blood if you had it in a cup. Then finally she stopped. And then she started changing up her diet. Went back to a higher fat kick. Got the fucking blood issue straightened out. Okay, but that's that cult for you. Because if you leave their stupid cult, you're just fucking completely shunned. You know? We don't shun people in snake diet land. But what I do shun, I will boot people off the group if they badmouth fasting. Because if there's one thing, like I said before, that you can paint everybody with the same brush with, is fasting. There's not a person on the fucking planet that can't fast. Unless they have had surgeries done by your fucking healthcare system that has fucked their body so bad that for some reason they can't fast. Okay? So end of the day, so you got the 700-pound fat man on the couch, and now I come in. So we've seen all the other diets have a flaw. Okay, they all are flawed. So I come in and I'm like, don't fucking eat. So I got the 700-pound fat guy, and he just stops eating. So we go through the 48 hours, he's drinking this fucking salt water. Fuck, get him into ketosis. Fuck, he feels good. He's not putting food in his body. He's burning ketones. He's got enough fat to supply him for 2 fucking years. And he doesn't even have to go to the bathroom to take a shit. Because the fucking urine's just giving out the byproduct. How much better can that get? So let's talk about even like with bowel movements. Like, so people that have fucked up like hemorrhoids and shit. That's how my buddy Tom came across me. So here's the story about Tom. If you guys have been watching, I got a friend named Tom now that I'm helping. He's a type 2 diabetic and he had hemorrhoids as well. Okay? So what happened was obviously when I was starting this bacon diet, I was YouTubing a bunch of people that did bacon all day. Nobody did a fasted baking diet like me. Like this is what I'm doing now. Nobody's done this. I've fucking eaten a 2-hour window and dry fast every day. No one's fucking done something like this. You fucking kidding me? So I'm reading about these bacon diets, blah, blah, blah. There's actually a guy that did go 30 days eating basically 2 pounds of bacon, but he's cooking a lot of the grease out of it every day, drinking water, obviously. He doesn't like me, I found out, because my buddy was on his page and he was going to do it. My buddy started doing his bacon diet. So my buddy's got a YouTube channel. So I basically reached out to him and I told him, I'm like, have you tried fasting? And I kind of gave the kudos to his bacon kick because there is some truth to that. And so then he got a hold of me because he went and watched my videos, and the first video he seen was the hemorrhoid video where I talked about I fucked my ass up because I was on a bad diet and grunting to try to make weight for a powerlifting meet. And that's how he got a hold of me. Then we started chatting and I got him fasting, and now the results he's getting are fucking insane. He's down 20 pounds in 4 days. His blood sugar and his fucking blood pressure already down where he's off his meds. His liver's still fucked up a bit though because he had a little bit of a hiccup yesterday where his blood sugar took a pop. And what'll happen when your body thinks that you need some glucose, your liver will let some go. But what happens when you're type 2 diabetic, liver lets some glucose go, but then the insulin comes along to pound the glucose into the cells, and you're still insulin resistant, so then your blood sugar spikes up temporarily, but it doesn't last. Okay? So that's how I came across him. And this is the thing. It's the fucking other diets they can't solve every problem, where fasting does. Fasting combined with a low carb diet and a fucking pile of vegetables is going to be the best way you can possibly eat. And when I say fasting, I'm talking fasting 22 fucking hours a day. That is optimal. And then having at least one 48-hour fast a week. Like I said, this is not the fucking OMAD group. Okay, on Facebook, this is not the OMAD group. In the OMAD group, they don't preach calories. Okay? In the OMAD group, they don't preach fasting longer than 1 day. Okay, it's a soft group. That's why people from that OMAD group are coming to my group. Because it's like, I just don't put up with the bullshit. Because I know you can just not eat. It just takes your body 2 fucking days to get fat adapted. Also, some people were asking me about being fat adapted. I got 30 people watching this. Go subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel. Okay, people are always asking questions. Go subscribe, make a chicken shit little YouTube account, and fucking subscribe to my goddamn YouTube channel. And also go add yourself to my Instagram as well. My name's Snake Diet Wizard. Okay? But I wanted to run my mouth a lot about this fucking crap of this ketogenic shit. Because, a true ketogenic diet that's actually something that would be natural to a caveman is what I do. Fasting combined with low carb. Low enough carb that you don't kick yourself out of ketosis, and you are able to take in way more carbohydrate when you fast. It's that fucking simple. Whatever amount of carbs you can take in when you're on a keto routine, without fasting, you could probably double it when you're fasting and still stay in fucking ketosis. Plus, you're amping up your growth hormone, and you're amping up your fucking testosterone, and you're allowing yourself to eat more calories because your metabolism's also getting ramped up. Because by definition, your body roasting body fat when you're fasting is technically, that's a faster metabolism. You're burning body fat. Okay, it's simple stuff. It's fucking simple stuff. So, solutions for bad breath when dry fasting. So, when you're dry fasting, like I said again, so right now, my routine is I'm dry fasting 22 hours a day. I'm eating in a 2-hour window. So, I'm only dry fasting throughout the day. So, I'm so hydrated, my fucking mouth is watering from all the cucumbers I'm going to eat. Okay, I'm finally getting a dry mouth now because I'm running my mouth so hard here, and I trained my bag off today and sweated my ass off in the gym. If you're sweating your bag off, you're not dehydrated. Okay? So as far as a long dry fast, you're doing that for health reasons. Okay? Don't worry about long dry fasts unless you're doing it for health reasons. The short day-to-day dry fasts I do, there won't be an issue because I don't get bad breath. I'm eating cucumbers versus taking the snake juice. But I don't eat the cucumber. Don't fucking forget that. I'm not eating the cucumbers throughout the day. I'm dry fasting 22 hours a day. So when I eat my meal, I'm essentially eating 2,750 grams of food. 2,000 of that being cucumbers, the rest being bacon. By the way, I want to get into the bacon diet here, why I'm even doing it in the first fucking place. So I wanted to do this for a while. So bacon has an excellent protein profile. Pork has the best protein profile. Period. You're not going to find a better protein profile. What that means is all 9 essential amino acids in pork are like very good amounts. Okay, you got leucine, lysine, fucking all these other amino acids. I can't remember the names. So then, I'm helping a lot of type 2 diabetics. So I'm all about simplicity. So I wanted to figure something out that doesn't constipate you, because obviously that's the fucking main problem with a mainstream ketogenic diet. You get fucking constipated because you can't eat enough carbs because you're not fasting. So I preach fasting, which works better, obviously. So I wanted something that people didn't mind eating, that I knew would basically cause a very low glycemic index. Fucking bacon. Fucking the fat to protein ratio is perfect. Okay? And then cucumbers are about the best thing you could eat for hydration. So I wanted to do this diet to basically prove that it's safe, because I already know how good it is for fucking reversing type 2 diabetes. So when I have proved that this diet is as good as I know it is, I'll be pushing this like crazy on fucking people that have any health issues because it makes it idiot proof. It's like, okay, you're a female, you know, you got type 2 diabetes, you're 180 pounds, you're supposed to be 120. We're going to eat 1/3 of a pack of bacon every day, and we're going to eat 150 fucking, or 1,500 grams worth of cucumber. How easy is that? Okay? How easy? Now, it's funny because my buddy Tom, he was on a group where they preached the bacon diet, but their bacon diet has no fucking fasting aspect. So it's junk. It's junk as soon as there's no fasting. So I knew the bacon was good, but in my world with the fasting, it's too good. So it's perfect. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this for a month. It's fucking perfect. Like, you can't get an eating routine where you can cut more body fat, keep fucking strength, than eating bacon and cucumbers in a tight eating window with a fucking huge chunk of fasting. Now, you get enough sodium out of the bacon that you're not going to, if you were drinking, say if you weren't dry fasting like me and you were going to snake juice it all day, all you'd really have to do is, let's say you couldn't eat the volume of cucumbers, but you will be able to make that volume. It'd be easy. But let's just say you couldn't. You just knock back some potassium in your water during the day and then eat your bacon, and then you'd eat whatever. But you need to get those cucumbers. See, I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone with the cucumbers, because what I'm doing is I'm hydrating myself and I'm making it so I don't get constipated, and I'm getting my potassium. So I'm getting my water, my potassium, a fuckload of other minerals, and I keep myself from getting constipated by eating 2 kilos of cucumbers. And then the meat is my fuel source, right? Because it's got the fat, the good saturated fat that everyone thinks will kill them, which is bullshit. Fuck me, man. When I drink that bacon grease before I eat the bacon, I'm instantly satiated. It's like I fucking just ate a meal. Like, if I was in a pinch, I wish I just had a glass of bacon grease. I could just down that bacon grease and go all day long, not even have to eat. Like, it's that fucking crazy. It's like you're running on diesel fuel. Okay, here's a question. So, any kind of bacon. You want to get bacon that has got at least 7 grams of protein per 54 gram serving. Because you want to hit a certain protein count somewhat. So, you want to get the leanest bacon you can get, really. I end up getting the 7 gram protein stuff from Costco because it was so cheap and it still had enough protein. Because between a pack and a half, I'm hitting about 100 grams of protein, which is perfect for me. But now, if you go with the really fatty shit, you can get some stuff that's like 4 grams of protein for 50 grams. That's really fatty, right? So, the best bacon you're going to get, though, is going to be, like, as far as store-bought shit goes, is going to be like this one brand that I used to eat called Harvest. It's like 8 or 9 grams of protein per 50 grams serving, which is pretty good ratio. But it's a little more money because I'm getting the Costco shit for half the price. Okay, here's a question. 100 grams of carbs / dry fasting, 22 hours per day. Okay, that's a good question. So I'm pulling that off. You'd have to fuck with it. So what you would do is you would go lower carb than that. Okay? Get in ketosis, go low carb, and then just creep up the carbs until you kick yourself out. it takes a bit of time. Like, you know, this week I'm feeling this diet out. I got it dialed right in now. 1.5 pounds of bacon. Basically, I'm still cutting weight, but not too fast, and I felt good in the gym today. So I know I'm pretty fucking close. The only thing I might change is I might crank up the bacon 1 more quarter of a pack. I might need to get up to 4,000 calories plus, which is insane. Because if I can eat 4,000 calories on this diet and be losing weight, if I was eating a high carb diet at 4,000 calories, I'd be fucking getting fat as fuck right now. I'd probably be, like I said in that video I made the other night, I'd probably be 190 fucking pounds in a month if I was eating 4,000 calories. I know I would. I know I would. Because that's what I was eating when I was trying to get fat. When I was trying to get fat, I was eating about 4,300 calories worth of fucking carbohydrates and meat and whatever I wanted to eat in the day. So I know I'd get fat eating that. 4,000 calories of bacon, I'll actually maintain body weight. Like, I'll have to experiment. I might actually end up being over 4,000 calories and still cutting. Because I'm cutting right now at about 3,500. So, you know, another 300-400 grams of the bacon, or not grams of bacon, but another 300-400 calories. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to let myself get under 168, and then I'll start fiddle fucking around. I'll probably get down to 168, and then I'll try to crank the bacon up to where I see myself start popping up in weight, and that is the sweet spot. It's all about cutting and then creeping it back up to find your sweet spot. That's a good point too with weight loss. People always think that they should be a heavier weight than they really should be. Undercut the weight. Aim low. Cut, get lean. And then get to where you think you can't even get. And then creep your way back up if you feel weak. Like, I'll have women that are like 5'6", that are like 180, and they think that their optimal body weight is like 140. Are you out of your fucking mind? Maybe if you're on steroids. A 5'6" woman, unless you got like 1 in a million genetics, you're going to be under 130 pounds if you want to fucking have a tight body and muscular. Okay? I know body types. So you shoot low. Like, you really shoot low. Shoot to where you're fucking lean. Shoot, because with the fasting aspect, shoot to where you're actually fucking starving. Like, to where you're losing sleep at night. And then reevaluate. Be like, okay, I'm fucking lean. I'm 5'6". I'm down to 120 pounds. My stomach is tight. Do I feel strong? If the answer is yes, perfect. Then you can even cut a little, like if you still feel there's fat there, you can even cut more if you feel strong. That's key. If you feel weak, don't cut anymore. Gain a couple pounds and then see what you feel like. That's key. That's how I spot people with like eating disorders and shit. Because they're worried about their fucking weight. First thing I ask them, are you strong? If they're not strong, and I think that they're already probably borderline where they should be, I'm like, well, I want to see you gain weight. Now that's self-control. Can you gain a few pounds deliberately? See? If you can go up and down at will, then you're fucking developed. Then you got some self-development fucking... You have no issues then. If you can go up and down weight at will, you have no fucking issues. See, some people are scared shitless to gain 5 pounds. I'm not. I'll do it if I want to do it. I'll drop 5 pounds if I want to drop 5 pounds. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I got full control over my weight. That's where you want to get mentally. That's where you want to get. So that's a test that I'll give somebody that I think might have an eating disorder. I'll challenge them to gaining 5 fucking pounds. I'll be like, we're going to fast because the fasting is very healthy, but we're going to eat like a fucking horse, and I want to see you gain 5 fucking pounds. Now, if they can gain 5 pounds, then I know they don't have an eating disorder because they'd be freaking the fuck out if they fucking had to gain 5 pounds. So I hope I answered your question. I got a little off topic about the carbs there. So like I said, what you'll do to find your sweet spot, let's say you're fasting 22 hours a day, dry or wet. You try to low carb it as low as possible. Get in ketosis. Obviously, after the 48 hours, most people are already in ketosis. Eat, like say, start at 20 grams of carbs max. And then if you're still in ketosis the next day, eat 30 grams. Still in ketosis, eat 40 grams. Remember, fructose is going to have a bigger effect on you staying in ketosis over glucose. Because glucose will go to the muscle somewhat. Glucose won't kick you out of ketosis as easy as fructose, okay? Here's one. I bought 9 cucumbers the other day and the store clerk was looking at me like I was a weirdo and then said, heard of the snake diet? That's pretty funny. Okay, let's see here. Here's some. Casting couch props. Fuck, I don't even know what that means. You would have to buy the GTR back. Fuck, I can't afford that thing, man. Yeah, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. Basically, so the main point of this whole video today was if your diet and eating regimen won't reverse type 2 diabetes, your diet is fucking bullshit. So 6 meals a day, high carb won't do it. Fucking fructose diet won't, high fructarian diet won't do it. A vegan fucking diet won't do it. A ketogenic diet will do it, but now the flaws with that are you get fucking constipated. And another thing about a vegan diet, a high-fat vegan diet, one major problem with that diet is I have a complete change of heart on about nuts now. I haven't eaten nuts in a long time. I haven't completely started preaching that they're junk because, like, there is some nuts that are good to a point, but sparingly. Peanut butter is fucking junk. Oh, that omega-6. Fucking, you got so many anti-nutrients. It plugs you up. Like I used to eat peanut butter like crazy. If you're gonna eat any nuts, it should be like macadamia nuts are pretty good. They got less omega-6, more omega-3. They don't have as much phytic acid. Anything that's full of phytic acid, that's anti-nutrients. Okay, it doesn't matter how much nutrients are in the nut on paper. If they block other nutrients from entering your body, that doesn't do shit for you. So that's a massive issue with the vegan diet. They all are relying on nuts to get their fat and protein. Fucking shitty ass protein source. We were never meant to be vegans. We were never meant to eat 6 meals a day, high carb. We're meant to eat fucking basically what would be on a paleogenic nutrition fucking chart as far as the foods go, and fasting. Okay, we're meant to eat meat and fucking vegetables, the odd piece of fruit. Some people didn't even have access to fruit. You weren't just going to pound back fucking 20,000 kilograms of fruit a day. It just didn't fucking exist. You did not have that access. Certain fruits you can eat more than others, like watermelon. Like, that's very good for hydration. In fact, when I come off this kick, if I feel really good after 30 days, I'll reevaluate, and I might even do another 30 days of this just to shut people the fuck up. Because people are going to be like, oh, you didn't do the experiment long enough to see if your fucking heart gets clogged. Well, how long do I got to go for? Like, what, do I got to go for a whole fucking year? Do I got to eat bacon and cucumbers for a fucking year? Well, what I would do is I'd probably go with the bacon and cucumbers maybe for another month. Who knows what I'll fucking do. But one thing I wouldn't mind doing is I'd cut the cucumbers out and I'd put watermelon in. So I'd be on the bacon and watermelon kick. Because the watermelon, I can still hit potassium numbers like crazy, and then I can get a little bit of glycogen from the watermelon and give me a little bit more performance in the gym. But what I'm doing right now is the most healthy version for like diabetics and shit, because obviously they can't go pounding back fucking watermelon, right? Because my goal is to get people off medication as quickly as possible. So, I'm going to wrap this up. Subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel, okay? It's called Snake Diet. And don't just subscribe and then comment and like my videos. At least comment. Because when you comment, it helps spool them up. Like, call me a fucking asshole if you want on my videos. I don't care. It's all about that engagement. It spools it up. Okay? And we are going to have, my sister's working on a website. And there is going to be shirts pretty soon. She ordered 100 shirts. So that'll be cool. So yeah, if you want a shirt, kind of maybe just let me know. It's not going to really matter if you let me know. We're going to have 100. And we just kind of gambled on the sizes. And I guess first come, first serve on the first 100, right? So, okay? So everyone have a great night. And if you have any questions, you can private message me. Also, for those of you, make sure you understand that texting takes me for fucking ever. And it does not help me get my point across. That's why I don't engage in debates over text usually. So private message me, because on Messenger I can use voice memos. And I voice memo everybody, okay? Invite your friends to my fucking group. Don't be scared of getting ridiculed for fasting. Fuck them. They fucking don't have a fucking clue what's healthy for them or not. Most people are fat. Everyone have a great night. Don't buy into mainstream ketogenic protocol. Start fasting, and then you can get away with eating more carbs so you don't get fucking constipated. And then you also get the other results from fasting, like the cleansing results, etc., etc. Cranked up growth hormone, cranked up testosterone, you fucking name it, autophagy, everything. Okay? So everyone have a great night, and get that fat in you.